mandar aqui, peraí. Beleza. Beleza. Vamos lá. Meu cabelo tá horrível. Meu Deus. Vamos fazer o login. Vamos lá. Beleza. Então é isso. Nós vamos jogar o jogo da princesa de novo. Já vou falar qual é o do jogo, peraí. Opa. Beleza. Vamos lá então. Ah, já apareceu ali. O negócio é o seguinte, esse jogo é um jogo que é meio terror, mas não é, né? É um jogo que tu basicamente tem que matar uma princesa. Essa é a premissa. E se tu não fizer, ela vai destruir o universo, o mundo. Vamos lá, eu já fiz 2 finais. Eu passei 2 capítulos, só que acabei voltando pro início. O primeiro capítulo eu salvei ela. O segundo capítulo eu fiquei preso junto com ela. E aí ela liberou, ela mostrou ser uma entidade, alguma coisa assim. E ela quer que eu faça vários finais possíveis. Então, vamos lá, né? Vamos ver qual é o que a gente pode fazer hoje. Mas o jogo é muito da hora. Muito legal. Eu gostei bastante. Seria bom se fosse dublado. Mas se fosse dublado, teria que ser uma boa dublagem pra passar. A todo sentimento. Mas é massa. Dá um pouco de tensão. Uma gata tá ali, 2 gatas. Falta a terceira. Ah, meu Deus, perdi a terceira gata. Black Tab Games, Serenity Forge, a mesma empresa do Doki Doki Literature Club. Esse é um jogo de terror e não é indicado para todos os públicos. Lembre-se disso. Seja lá quais forem os horrores que encontrar nesses locais escuros, tenha coragem e vá até o fim. Não há finais prematuros, não há decisões erradas. Tá, vamos lá, carregar jogo.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of...
Para ignorar o diálogo já visto, pressione o botão R do controle.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Vou ganhar uma recompensa, sim, você precisa ser e fala.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Pode me dizer qual vai ser meu prêmio?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Essa é a recompensa se eu quiser. Vamos até a cabana.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Vamos até a cabana. Eu não peguei o punhal dessa vez.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Dessa vez eu não peguei
Her
o punhal.
voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Meu Deus, a minha gata apareceu aqui. Filha da puta. Ela é
Voice you
preta,
only have
apareceu
to
no
hear
escuro.
once to remember it for the rest of
Olha
your
a pata.
life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Vamos ajudar.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
Pois é.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay.
Ela tá bem mais receptiva dessa vez. Qual é o seu nome?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Ela tá bem
Or you
mais
can just call me
receptiva.
Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Bem mais receptiva.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Viajando. ele tem TDAH igual eu. Não sei nenhum motivo de você.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Eu não confio no narrador.
I
Você
don't
tem
see what that
comido?
has to do with anything.
Eu perguntei se ela comeu ou bebeu.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but
É
actually,
relevante.
what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Vamos então, agora desculpa, eu esqueço que eu tenho que ler o que eu vou falar. Eu fui enviado pra cá pra ceifar você, aparentemente você vai acabar com o mundo. Certo, mas de verdade o que ela tem comido? Mas eu não acredito que você seja perigosa de verdade. Ainda não sei o que acreditar.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Esperava que você pudesse me
I don't
dizer.
know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Então ela não vai fazer de propósito.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Yeah.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Não vou matar você, mas não posso simplesmente libertar, arriscado demais. E se eu ficar e te fizer companhia por um tempinho? Talvez assim o mundo fique feliz. Vou te manter preso aqui embaixo pelo menos por um tempinho. Podemos nos conhecer melhor até eu decidir o que fazer. Sinto muito, mas não posso simplesmente confiar em você. Isso não faz sentido e não vale o risco de acreditar na sua palavra. Se o destino do mundo pode estar ameaçado. Eu não acredito que trancaram você aqui embaixo assim. Vou te tirar daqui. Certo, eu vou te tirar daqui. Não me faça me arrepender disso. Eu acho que é isso aí.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break
Da
them
outra vez ela
apart.
arrancou o braço.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabinet.
E se não houver nenhuma chave, você tem alguma outra ideia?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Alguma forma de quebrar os grilhões?
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Não, por que isso de novo?
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Tem mais alguém aqui?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Cara, dessa vez a gente não tem a faca.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much
E aí,
easier
mana?
if you'd just
Como é
taken
que
the
tá?
blade.
Tudo bem? Como é que tá, Rai? Tudo certo?
Like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Deixa eu explicar esse jogo pra ti.
I heard
Esse
that-
jogo é o seguinte, eu tenho que matar a princesa, senão ela vai destruir o mundo. Só que eu tô explorando todas as possibilidades possíveis sem matar ela. Como é que tá, Raizita? Tudo bem?
door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
É basicamente
There's a
isso.
slight
Como
panic
assim?
rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Tava aí faz tempo.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Esqueci de mandar mensagem. Tranquilo, mana. Como é que tá?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine.
Vamos salvar ela de novo.
Against your
De
better
novo.
judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
De novo esse final.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains
Tudo
follow
certo.
suit.
Tudo tranquilo.
She
Um
didn't
pouco
so much
nervoso.
as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Uhum.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Ah, droga, o TikTok me bloqueou.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Já era esperado.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
Por
are
que
too high.
vocês não me deixam?
You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I
Tentem,
can't
Gorzão.
just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Tem uma saída.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. The blade! Move the blade!
Ela tá diferente.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step
Ela
forward.
tá diferente. Bloqueou, bloqueou.
We
Aham.
both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Ela não tá me atacando.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning
Que
pain that
agonia.
slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Porra,
She
princesa.
doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Ela agiu totalmente diferente dessa vez.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Cara, ela agiu totalmente diferente.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Então...
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Isso que tem a opção.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. Pelo menos agora ela vai lembrar disso.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Espere, isso não tinha acontecido. Mas eu morri, o que eu tô
I
fazendo
can
aqui?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
O narrador é um pau no cu.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to
Mudou a
save our
personalidade.
beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Mudou a personalidade.
Beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
O apaixonado.
We'll see about that.
Aham.
Whatever you
É
do,
bem
just
da
be
hora.
sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
É o Beta. É o Betinha.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Digamos que eu esteja dizendo a verdade e a situação atual já tenha acontecido. Por que eu daria ouvidos a você? Por que eu me daria o trabalho de agir?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Betinha.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Vilão.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
Mas ele disse que o mundo... Ele disse que o
I'm not going
mundo...
to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Cara...
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Não vejo quais foram os frutos das ações.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to
É a
everyone
mesma
and
coisa do Dom
everything,
Casmurro,
just
não dá
like
pra
I told
confiar
you
no
she would?
narrador.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you
Não,
cruelly
também não é
imprisoned
assim.
as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Concordo com eles, vou encontrar uma forma de tirá-la da cabana. Vamos conversar sobre a princesa.
Just be quick about it.
Ela só conseguiu me matar da última vez porque eu a deixei. Ela mal consegue segurar uma faca. Como que ela vai destruir o mundo?
She just can.
Isso não é o
Believe me, I wish I
suficiente.
could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Apesar dos pesares.
Maybe it's her beauty that
Ai,
threatens
desculpa.
the world.
É meu nariz.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Quem trocou no porão? O que lugar é esse?
People locked her in that basement, and
Ele
I
não me dá
told you what this
explicação.
place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Eu não sei o que esse cara quer de mim. Por que não ceifaram? Porque a tarefa sobrou pra mim.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Eu sou
Calling
especial.
us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
Qual?
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world. I've told you everything you need
Tá
to know.
mentindo alguma
Going
coisa.
into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Entre confiar nela e no cara. Tá, já
Great.
disse tudo.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole
Branca de
world is
Neve.
waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Concordo com eles. Vou encontrar uma forma de tirá-la da cabana.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
O cara é um bardo.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Tá. Vamos prosseguir até a cabana.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her
aquele
beauty
que
is
ela
the
luta.
only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Eu adorei o
Your
apaixonado.
passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Vamos prosseguir até a cabana. Vamos ver se a cabana mudou por dentro. Mudou.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Você não falou nada do espelho.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Por que ele não quer falar do espelho? Já
There's
aconteceu isso da outra
definitely a
vez.
mirror. There isn't.
Ó,
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again,
esse
there
cara
isn't
não
a
é
mirror.
confiável, mano. Por que você mentiria sobre isso? O que tem a ganhar?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do?
Aí
If
tá,
you waste
eu não
time
confio
cleaning
nele.
yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Emprequitando. Agora deu pra sacar que ele tá escondendo alguma coisa de mim porque ele não quer que eu saiba do espelho. Acabando de estar diferente da última vez.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
O apaixonado é muito chato.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Mesmos
So
criadores do
focus
Doki.
up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Mesma empresa, né? Não sei se são os mesmos criadores. Aproximar do espelho.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't
De
much to
novo o
see here.
espelho.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Entrei sem o punhal.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
É o narrador que minge.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
O cara é
Held my
muito
tongue till now,
beta.
but you're taking this a little too far. We
O cara é
barely
muito
even know the
beta.
princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake,
É
you're not in
monogâmico.
love.
Monogâmico.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Esse é Slay the
You
Princess.
walk down the
Mate a
stairs
princesa.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Ainda bem.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Que cara
Your
chato,
spirit's
mano.
plenty loud, all right.
Eu acho que é. É monogâmico, é.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Não precisa de muito pra bajular vocês.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Sim. A gente falou que já teve aqui antes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
O que aconteceu depois que eu morri?
You died, and now we're talking.
Ela tá bem mais receptiva. Por que você me matou da última
I'm
vez?
sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Ela tá mais
We
estranha.
warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Agora tem algo estranho. Ela tá se
She
fazendo
made the
de
best
burrinha
decision
assim.
for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness.
Bah,
You're just opening yourself
não
up to
consegue botar o
manipulation.
carregador. Beleza, beleza, mana. Vai descansar. Obrigado pela presença. Mas antes de termos começado a conversar, o mundo acabou? Por acaso você destruiu o mundo?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart
Valeu,
melts
valeu,
further
mana,
with every
brigadão.
word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Pra ser sincero, o mundo é uma droga. As pessoas são uma praga e espero que você tenha se livrado delas de maneira lenta e dolorosa.
I can't believe the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Puta merda.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face?
O Beta.
She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
By destroying the world.
Apparently, yes.
Sinto muito pelo que aconteceu da última vez. O narrador que me enviou pra matá-la tomou conta do meu corpo. Foi bastante injusto.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
O cara é muito
Do you
beta.
think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Não
I
confio
think
no
he's
narrador.
right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Eu não trouxe uma faca. Preciso cortá-la de novo.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Agora o herói tá achando estranho.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling.
Cara, eu tô ficando incomodado com esse beta.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Sei lá com que. Agora eu só tenho a opção de resgatar a princesa.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Nossa, a mão dela
You
passa.
approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Poder do amor.
What do we do now?
Agora fodeu. O que você quer fazer?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? That sounds perfect.
Se você quer ir embora, então vamos.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Pois é o único recurso que você...
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs?
Alguma merda vai acontecer.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Caraca, quando ela tá
She's
braba...
right. It isn't fair, but the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever
Eu
know.
tô esperando dar alguma merda.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Podemos abrir se
Okay.
tentarmos juntos.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
O narrador tá muito puto.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Não, não.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works.
obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Chega de interrupção, vamos embora.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Our happy ending at last.
Ela não destruiu o mundo.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
O que tá acontecendo?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Ela tá com frio. De novo. Mas você não teve chance de fazer tal casaco. Nem nunca terá. É hora de partir. A memória retorna.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Claro que está comida, afinal esse será o seu fim, mas não será o meu fim. Vai ficar tudo bem, confia em mim, já estivemos aqui antes e você sempre fica com medo.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
É o fim pra você, mas não pra mim. Vejo você do outro lado, vai ficar tudo bem.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Você se aproxima do espelho. O silêncio toma conta ao avançar. Eles se foram novamente. O espelho sempre faz desaparecer. Mas você precisa ver o que há nele. Você cresceu. Você se encontra no silêncio inabalável mais uma vez. Prosseguir até a cabana. Você está na cabana.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Você é o mesmo ser que
Is
era
a
antes.
child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Qual a sensação de mudar assim?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Quando tudo isso terminar, você sabe o que vai querer fazer?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Tudo que você fala parece enigma. Será que pode me dar uma única resposta direta?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Quando eu volto é como se uma parede invisível me cercasse, porque não consigo fazer as mesmas coisas que já fiz antes.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Então não posso repetir um caminho. Você tem sido mais gentil comigo do que qualquer outra pessoa que eu já conheci e encontrei. Obrigado.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
O que você quer que eu traga da próxima vez?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Eu não quero machucá-la, mas eu sei que as coisas ficarão cada vez piores quanto mais vezes eu voltar.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Pois é, vai sobrar
The
suas
wounds
escolhas.
they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Quantos aspectos ainda preciso trazer pra você?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Tem alguma opinião sobre esse aspecto?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Peraí, gente. E se eu não quiser trazer mais nenhum aspecto pra você, e se eu ficar aqui pra sempre?
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Estou pronto pra voltar.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Tudo fica escuro e você morre. Capítulo 1. Beleza. Fizemos mais um capítulo. peraí. Aqui são os finais.
You're on a path in the woods.
Tá, vou... Gente, a minha filha tá bem agitada. Eu vou dormir. Porque, bom, pelo menos a gente jogou um pouquinho. Aí amanhã a gente continua. Vou nessa então. Valeu, gente. Brigadão, boa noite e até amanhã.